So Vince, Nicky's out, right? Soon
No,
today,
tomorrow.
out tomorrow. You saw that. You already saw the kid, right?
Yes, I
Thoughts?
betrayed you.
You betrayed me. You watched it before without me.
I thought you did watch it. I'm confused. You
I
did
I,
watch it.
I watched like 30 seconds of it before I stopped myself. You know,
Okay.
I was already
You
mad.
can control yourself.
I was mad at what I saw already.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, but not my favorite character.
So Nicky, 19, legal,
Leave me alone.
passive, short-tempered. Nicky converts damage taken by other characters into rage. When her rage meter is full, she becomes enraged. When enraged, her normal attacks deal extra normal attack damage and skill damage. So she has ENAD and extra skill damage in an area
Yes.
around her. Why? Just why? She has two true damage abilities just in her on her passive. That's kind of weird. Fury jab
No, I
and
don't
pure
think
rage uppercut
the.
can only be used while enraged. Okay, so she's gated by her rage.
Mm-hmm.
When her rage meter
Yeah.
is depleted, she becomes calm. While calm, Nikki will not convert damage taken into rage. So it's kind of a mix of like Rumble and Set, basically. Like
Yeah.
how the passive works.
Yeah.
It doesn't charge that fast, actually. You kind of can.
This'll hurt.
I think some attacks generate the rage.
Yeah. So Q Slugfest. Slugfest. Nikki pulls her full strength into a punch, reactivating the skill Let's Loose, knocking back the enemy and dealing damage. Hitting an enemy decreases the cooldown of Slugfest. Distance and damage dealt is increased based on how long she charges. After the punch, Nikki can land a body blow. Okay, so that's basically just ViQ.
Yeah, it is like.
ViQ, but you get CDR back, which on Vi that's not a thing. So it's
Yeah.
basically she's more rewarded for fighting than running away. Body blow. Deal damage to enemy
They're
in
not.
front of
I'm
her.
sorry. They're. She's knocking them back with her Q, but they don't specify if she stuns them when if they hit a wall. I don't think they do.
Probably not. Otherwise, that'd be kind of like throwing shade at Hyunwoo.
Yeah. Just a better young Woo.
Yeah. Body blow. Deal damage to enemy in front of her and gain rage for each enemy hit. Okay.
Like a cone, yeah.
Yeah. So she can dash over walls. That's
Yeah.
nice. Guard and reverse W. Guard Nikki guards, reducing damage taken and becoming immune to all debuff and crowd control. Something I wonder straight off the bat here is like she becomes immune. I wonder if it negates the one you already have on you. Like if you have a like if you
Can you
already have like
yeah?
obviously
Can you
not if
like
you're
cancel
stunned.
slows? Yeah.
Yeah, may if you're slowed, if you have healing reduction on you, like all kind of debuff, right? I wonder if you can just cancel them with your W. You have to be
Become yeah.
before.
I don't know.
Successful guards reduce the cooldown of guard and defense, so once again she gets CDR if she uses them correctly. And Rage Nikki allow her to reverse. Reverse. Nikki rush forward, dealing damage to enemy and rooting them. Okay. Knockout punch. Nikki throws out a knockout punch in front of her, dealing damage and slowing enemies.
That's her boring spell.
Yeah, she's basically just Vi, honestly. She's
Yes.
They just added an active on her W compared to Vi's passive, but it's exactly the same champion. Um okay. So that's when she's enraged, she can use this one, right? So Fury Jab. While enraged, Nikki can use Fury Jab, dealing damage and slowing enemies and stunning them. So there's a stun added when she's enraged.
Yeah.
Fury Jab does not have a cooldown and does not share cooldown with Knockout Punch. Using Fury Jab will calm Nikki. Okay, so it will consume all of your rage. That's kind of
That's
interesting.
kind of nice. You can like combo and like E, get enraged, and E again because it does not share the same cooldown. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Pure Rage Uppercut. Nikki can only use Pure Rage. Okay, so once again she's gated by the rage. Nikki dashes to targeted enemy, becoming unstoppable and uppercuts them, dealing damage and knocking them airborne. This is
Yeah, this
literally
is wild. Yep.
This is just by ultimate.
It is. Yeah, yeah. The
Nikki
fucking
knocks back.
even the animation's the same.
Nikki knocks back other enemies in the way, dealing damage. Only enemy players can be targeted. Okay, and that okay, but this will also calm Nikki. Is there is there a CD to like how enraged can be? Because like here, basically, you cannot use your new E if you want to use your ultimate in a fight, right? So can you? What I wonder is like, can you, depending on how long and like drawn out the fight is, can you like enrage E, enrage R, right? Like I wonder if that's something like remotely possible.
I mean, I hope so. Otherwise, otherwise you'd be like kept from using one ability during a fight. Like if you're ulting, you cannot E. If you're Eing, you cannot ult. It's kind of
Yeah, but it means she cannot engage with R, which is nice.
Disappear.
So here they show a combo win, but you have to be enraged from the start. Like this.
The experiment. Nervous.
Also, all the abilities look really the same.
yes.
And I think it's not gonna help people like who are not familiar with her to play against her, because all of those look exactly the same to me. I'm not sure what spell's going on right now.
My legs are tired.
One thing that I'm kind of wondering, like design-wise, right, is what role is she supposed to fit in the game, right? Because she's basically Lee Dialin if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
She has a dash on her Q, her ultimate is a CC, she's a glove character, right? Her W is a defense stance, the W of Lee Dialin dodges auto attack and gives her R and her E new abilities. She's very similar like design wise to Lee Dialin. So it's kind of weird that they add like a character that's basically gonna function the exact same way. You'll probably play the same way against a Nicky that you'd play against a Lee Dialin. Yeah. I'm not sure what to think about it. What's your first thoughts? Overall, what you think about her?
I like the. I mean, my first thought is this like completely depends on how easy it is to stack like rage. Because I feel like a lot of like if it's easy to stack rage, I think she's gonna be good. Because like let's say like your fucking E with rage is pretty good against like range characters. Because like you approach them and they're gonna try to kite you and then shoot you while they're kiting, and then it just charges your rage, and you can E them, and the E now stuns because you're in rage, so you can catch up to them and then just Q and like glove active and shit.
Hmm.
But if it takes like if you need to spend like half your HP bar just to get 100 rage, I feel like that's terrible.
Yeah, and also one thing that's kind of, I feel like she will fall into the same traps and as other glove characters. I think Yonwoo's the most kind of balanced-ish because Yonwoo is not as gated by stats. You can play him in some kind of ways to either rat or like go amp to one shot, right? But I feel like
Mhm.
Lee Dialin and Leon are very stat checky, right? Like at some point in the game, like if they back you into a corner, they're gonna destroy you, right? They're gonna absolutely like just rail you, and I feel like she'll be kind of the same. As soon as she gets mithril gloves and maybe halo or like one transition items, I feel like she might like just run over you like a train. But otherwise, kind of the same as Lee Dialin, she's might do nothing, right?
Mhm.
And honestly, I feel like you're kind of right here. It's all about the rage, right? If she has the opportunity to hit like the new E, because like the E is a stun, right? It's really nice to have a
Mhm.
hard CC that's not linked to your R like Lee Dialin.
Mhm.
Lee Dialin does have a silence, so she's very. Now that I think about it, it's crazy actually how similar they are. It's basically a copycat of Vi from League, but also like inherently she functions the exact same as Lee Dialin, which is very weird. I'm not a fan of the design, honestly. I feel like
Yeah.
it's kind of boring in a way, and also just not very original.
Like I don't know if I'm missing something, but the In the patch note, it says Nicky converts damage taken by other characters into rage up to 100.
Okay.
Rage can be stacked up to a maxed 500. When a rage meter is full, she becomes enraged. Does that mean like you need to reach 500 to become enraged? And getting attacked by enemies only charges you up to 100, so you need like to generate 400 yourself?
I don't know. And like when
I
your
feel like
rage
that's
meter is
just like badly
full,
worded.
yeah, and also what does that mean, right? Because like Yonwoo needs 55 stacks to get a auto attack, which
Mm-hmm.
will heal him for a percentage of his max HP. But
Yeah.
you know, like they clearly say in his passive that when you get hit, you gain like I think it's like 7 stack, and when you hit
Mm-hmm.
something, it's like it's 2. So I don't know one. I don't exactly remember like the other numbers apart from 55, but it's basically
Mm-hmm.
you know how much getting hit, how many stacks you get from that, and how many stacks you're gonna gain from hitting yourself. But like here, like 100 to 500 is a completely like raw value that I don't know what it means because I don't know
Yeah.
like how much other action her dealing damage, her taking damage give. So
It's
it's
like exactly like they don't specify if like her auto attacking is generating rage, but I think it'd be very fucking weird if it did.
no,
But,
no. I feel like it has to be. Otherwise,
yeah.
she's gonna be very gated by people like basically all in here, right? So she gets her
Can you go
like her
back
full.
in the video?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see if like unpass it or some shit.
Um, Nikki converts damage taken by other characters. It doesn't say that she gets any from her attacking. Here she just get attacked by his ult. I think it's only when she gets attacked. I don't think she gains from attacking people, which is very
Mm.
weird. It's gonna work in the same sense as
Yeah.
Barbara. People are gonna need to commit on you for you to get your full power out of it. Otherwise,
To go on the
you're gonna be weaker when chasing.
to go on the combos, I don't know if they show her fucking rage.
They don't show the
No, they
UI.
don't. All right. Yeah, because like getting attacked gives you rage, and the only other thing that I can see gives rage is the second part of the Q. Like you can reactivate Q to like hit in a cone, right? And
Yeah.
it says that you gain 100 rage for each enemy hit.
Oh, so maybe that's the way to gain more rage.
Yeah, but it's basically 100 rage because like how many times are you gonna hit more than one people in solo? Never, and even in duos or squad, like
Yeah, it's a very small cone.
yeah.
If you guys like this type of content, like reacting to new characters coming out, or you like tier lists, guides, or ranked gameplay, please subscribe to the channel, like, share everything the YouTubers usually say, and I'll see you next video. I'll have a couple coming during the weekend.